to Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with us, this feels weird.
It does feel weird.
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Joining with us for the first time in a while, but I'm happy that you're back. It's hashtag Tim Pratt.
Thank you guys. What's up, population?
Joining with us, as always, 50 Shades of Greg.
Bird to all of your mothers.
And all the way in LA is my best friend Pete.
That's me. Hi, I'm Pete. Nice to meet you all.
You sound like an operator of a drive-thru.
Yeah, what the
Wendy's.
heck is up with your audio?
Listen, I really don't want any lip really from the table. Especially Tim, you
I'll
look
take
like
a number
one
one with
size
He
cheese.
sounds like he's in a
No.
tin can.
Number one with
He
cheese.
sounds like a
It's
baby
better.
It's a
transformer.
drive-through.
Okay,
It's a drive-thru.
Is it better?
Pete.
It is better.
Hashtag drive-through Pete.
It is. He's like a drive-through right now.
Yeah.
He really is. All right, we got to get to the guests.
We do. We
don't
have
have
so
much time.
to get to tonight.
Yeah. Big
So,
show.
without further ado, guys, can we play that clip we got?
Yeah. Drum roll.
Boom.
That's right. That's right. Joining with us in studio is Timmy Martin from Brrrn Fitness.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I wish this chair was popping up. It's a little too low. It's a little too low.
Jimmy T. Martin coming right away swinging.
Coming in with the heat, baby.
Coming in with the heat. It should be the cold.
Should be with Cole, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good, that's a good point.
Nice. So this is Jimmy T. Martin.
It
This
is
has been a
Jimmy
dear friend of mine.
We have too many Jimmys that
Because Jimmys are cool people. Well, let's not get it carried away.
Jimmys
Comic
associated
book
with
Jimmy
this
is awesome.
Show are cool people.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely cool people with this show for sure.
Nice, very nice.
So Jimmy, welcome.
Very happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, welcome to the show. If we want to, we can get right into what is Brrrn.
What is Brrrn?
What is Brrrn?
I have that. I legitimately have that question because I had an opportunity to try Brrrn, and because of New Jersey public transit, it took me over 2 hours to get to said attempt to try your.
It's a true fact.
I think
Brrrn.
that's their tagline. It's like New Jersey Transit. It's gonna take at least 2 hours.
New Jersey Transit.
Yes.
You'll get there eventually.
Even more of a reason to live in New Jersey.
You know what it could be is it could be like welcome, New Jersey Transit, the best 2 hours of your life.
Welcome. You're never going anywhere.
Good one.
New Jersey.
You're not gonna get there
Yeah.
quickly, so
Yes.
bring a book. Like
Exactly.
New Jersey Transit.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that is a good question to start. Let's start with that.
Yeah.
What is Brrrn?
Well, I'm happy that you asked. So Brrrn is it's the world's first cool temperature boutique fitness concept.
Genius.
So we exercise in a room that fills up to like 30 people, and we offer different classes, but we exercise between 45 and 60 degrees Fahrenheit for a variety of reasons to help optimize the fitness experience.
And let me tell you something from personal experience, okay? Because we got to go to commercial break soon because this is our little intro segment. We're going to get into the tough part of Brrrn. But from personal experience, it is an awesome workout.
I think you're
I
a
have
big
done
baby.
it multiple
I'm gonna
times.
try this.
You haven't. But here's the thing. Pete Westwood. Pete, are you there? Where's Pete?
I'm here.
Pete, what did you
Yeah, I
think
love that
about
shirt,
that
baby.
terrible-
I love
when
this
Pete
shirt.
was here. Yeah, look at that shirt.
That's
Yeah, I
it.
know.
That schmedium fits
Nice.
you very
Can
well,
we cut
buddy.
to Jimmy Martin?
That's it. I love that schmedium.
They coordinated their dress
That's
code.
it.
I'll double the promos. All right, so back to you, Pete. My question is, how'd you feel after that ridiculous workout that Jimmy T. Martin put us through? Mind you, real quick, before I set this up, I'm going to be fast, but Jimmy T. Martin said, you got to come to the 6:30 workout, right? So we all go, yeah, let's do it. We show up. It's a class full of women who are so strong. And I don't know if this was to break our will because he's a psycho.
I was trying to hook you up. I was trying to get you a date after the class, guys.
You and every other person.
Workout both
Good
in
luck.
and outside the
Look,
studio.
they don't need help with girls.
That's
I need
right.
help
That's
getting
it.
dates.
Well, I mean,
it's me.
Stop
It's
commuting
me.
from Jersey. First off, don't be in New Jersey coming to New York, and that's the first start.
Yeah, that's the first. That'll
so
get
I
you
have
date.
to live in New
So
Jersey.
Pete, how did you feel? What about the workout?
This isn't the first time I've said this, but I didn't walk right for a week.
Oh, God.
That isn't the
Yeah,
first time
like,
you've said that.
It was a slide. It was a sliding class, and Jimmy set us up with like the marathon man for this. I mean, Jimmy didn't want to teach us himself. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
He's
he
too
just
important
wanted to
for
sit and
that.
watch it, and yeah, we're just sliding back and forth. I was working out muscles in my like thighs I didn't know existed.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, it's one of, so we offer 3 different types of classes. So we have a flow class, which is a yoga inspired class that we do in 60 degrees. The class that that Pete like almost pulled off his groins was our slide class, where you all the groins, where you
All 3 of them.
you sort of
All
like
those groins.
exactly, you sort of mimic like your Apollo Ono, and you're sliding back and forth. And then we have, and that's in 55 degrees. And then we have a HIIT class, which is battle ropes and dumbbells that we do in 45 degrees. So we offer all those 3 under one roof.
Very
That's
cool.
amazing.
Well, we gotta go to break. But as soon as we get back, I promise we're gonna talk all things Brrrn coming back. Everybody in the population, stay tuned. More popping off after this. More Brrrn. Stay tuned.
There's only one place to listen to the best fantasy advice, and that's the Fantasy Sports Radio Network. By downloading the FNTSY Radio Network app, you'll be blessed with having the top fantasy experts right in your pocket. You'll get award-winning and entertaining programs like The Roto Experts, Let's Cock-a-Doodle Do It, Fantasy Best Friends Forever, Yo! Carton and Friends, Yeah, buddy, and so much more. You feel what I'm saying? Download the FNTSY Sports Radio Network app now and take the most trusted fantasy experts with you wherever you go.
BetDSI is celebrating 20 years as the industry's biggest and safest betting site. You can play virtually every sport at BetDSI with hundreds of wagering options, including live in-game wagering on all major sporting events for a limited time only. Using promo code FNTSY, BetDSI is offering up a $2,500 bonus on your first deposit. So use promo code FNTSY and try BetDSI.com. That's BetDSI.com. The promo code is FNTSY. Head on over and start winning today.
I'm very confused with what's happening. Welcome back into Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, we've got hashtag Tim Pratt,
What's up, population?
50 Shades of Greg. We got Pete all the way in LA, and we have Jimmy Martin. It was hard to say. I almost said Jimmy number 2, but
That's
Jimmy
okay.
Martin
Yeah.
joining with us.
What's up? What's
From
up?
New York City, from
Let's go.
Brrrn Fitness. And I want to say, shout out to the population. It's Thursday night. Thank you so much for bringing us into your home, for bringing us into your work. Wherever you guys are, thank you so much for watching the show. Cheers.
Thursday. I somehow got a. It seems like it's a warm lime green Gatorade with a lime in it.
That's the special here.
It's very good.
I hear
Yeah.
That's the special here.
We're about health.
Not
and
sponsored by
hydration on the
Gatorade,
show.
but
Special.
but thank you for the
Right?
great drink. Yeah,
are,
Thursday.
We are going to have another special guest joining with us next segment. So I just want to tease that. We're getting into teases. Tim is teaching me industry stuff. That's why we have this right here, right now. Tim is saying
Yeah.
that's a tease.
It is. We just gotta watch phrasing because it's like Tim's teaching me how to tease.
Well, girls and teasing.
Yes,
right.
exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
You show me the back shot like this.
Yeah.
Hashtag friend zone. Always in the friend zone. Hashtag always in the friend zone.
But before break, Jimmy Martin.
Yes.
You and I'm only saying Jimmy Martin just so that I make sure.
I love
that
it. Just keep feeding. Yeah.
Call him Jimmy T.
Jimmy
Yeah.
T. I wanted to make sure that we went through that. You said there were 3 different classes that you offer, and the first one that you mentioned, I was like, oh, that's cool. I would definitely like to do that because I liked yoga. But why don't we go through those classes again and kind of get a little bit more in depth in those? Because I know we were speeding to finish because we were up against a break and everything like that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I love to explain, and I brought a clip. Would love to roll the clip. So
Yeah.
Do you want to roll the
T,
clip
can we
first?
roll
And
that
then
clip, baby?
yeah, let's roll the
Yeah.
clip first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's that man?
Who is that? I
Sexy.
apologize for the weird guy at the
Yeah.
end.
Sexy.
Throwing his
Hey,
hand. Yeah.
those are our fans. You gotta.
Hey, what's up?
Andrew Day.
That's my buddy Andrew
I know
Day.
that dude.
That's it.
What's he
Andrew
randomly
Day.
At,
doing here?
at Andrew Day. He's-
Yeah. Andrew, does he have a Twitter handle?
Yeah,
Everything Victoria's
I think
Secret?
I think he's at on Instagram at Andrew Day, former D1 swimmer. We met in college. I was a Division I wrestler, and he's a good
Andrew-
dude.
Yeah, we've wrestled. It's true.
Yeah, it's very true. Singlet. We have Singlet Saturdays. And Pete was a wrestler too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pete, don't deny it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it goes
man.
Pete, me, Jimmy.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
That's what we've discovered
Really?
over weeks of
Right,
wrestling
right.
each other.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
And we only do it with the lights off. We're gonna slowly go
makes
into
sense.
lights on.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
actually,
You
it originally
only-
started out as the game "Who's in My Mouth."
Who's
Yeah.
Oh, listen, guys.
No, it
we
started
had
as
this
ouch,
talk.
ouch, you're on my hair.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Gross.
Yeah.
Listen, Tim, you can't. Tim, you really can't like do anything like that and like telling us not to say stuff. You look like an uncircumcised penis. With that
Oh my! Listen, man, it's coming to wintertime
Yeah.
in
It's not
New York.
yet, though.
Yo, shut up, guys.
Well,
all right.
I'll tell you
Does a
something. When
foreskin
it comes
keep
to the
your
winter,
wiener
it's
cold?
cold. You can work out. Let's hear about Brrrn, shall we?
As we should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's-
Because you're not gonna need that scarf if you come
Yeah.
to Burn often, Mr. Loafing.
Listen, I'm not wearing this scarf to hide anything other than it was cold outside and I wanted to have a little something to cover. That's it.
Fair.
I swear to God.
Well, I gotta tell
Do
you,
you shrink in the cold?
I listen now. Listen,
Wait,
on
is everyone
Tuesday's
okay?
episode, we had way too many inappropriate jokes.
Right.
So you clean this humor up.
We were just talking
Right
about
now.
our decks.
Yeah.
Why don't you all burn up the jokes?
oh my gosh.
All right,
Okay.
let's get back to
Totally. Let's be cool headed here, guys. Okay.
yeah.
So
Still,
anyway.
I
Say
have
it,
to
say
interrupt everyone. I have to interrupt.
Don't be
everyone.
rude.
Oh,
I
wait.
need to make sure that everyone needs to know that we all have humongous ducks.
Hey.
Oh, hey-o.
Hey.
Dak with an E-C-K.
That's right. That's
All
right.
right.
Call it what you want.
So what you
Thanks,
just
Steve.
saw were a combination of our different classes. So we have, like I was saying before, we have a flow class, which is sort of a yoga-inspired class that's at 60 degrees. We have a slide class, which you basically put booties on your shoes, you slide back and forth, almost mimicking like you're a speed skater, and that's done at 55 degrees. It's a great core and cardio workout. And then we have a high-intensity class, which we call HIIT, which is with battle ropes and with weights. So we sort of thought about, when we were thinking about this concept, we were thinking, you know, like, what do people do in the fitness space? And they do all three of those things, but they do them under three different roofs. So we said, why don't we do it all under one roof and try to maximize the type of people that come into our place?
Yeah.
That's well, can I ask you
From
one
the
thing?
video, they're all very attractive too.
That
I
was-
don't know. Is that a
they made the
coincidence?
video.
That's just a normal Thursday, baby. That's a normal Thursday at Burn.
Amazing. Sorry,
Thursday at Burn.
Well, you know who wasn't handsome? I'm going to give a shout out right now because he's going to start watching this show soon. Is Nick Tonnery.
oh my God.
Nick Tonnery was
Sticky
in three of
Nick,
the videos.
yeah.
But here,
Uncle
here-
Sticky.
Wait. Before we start, though, Pete, maybe you can chime in on this too. Greg, my question is, why weren't any of us asked to be in the video? You know, Pete was here from L.A. We weren't asked to be in it. Danny,
Because
well,
I
you've never met
can't
Danny.
work out.
You said you were going to go with me and Corey.
Pete,
So
what do
you're
you
coming
think?
with
Well,
us.
I mean,
But what I say
I'm on
has
fire.
nothing
I'm on
to do
fire.
with what I do.
right.
You're definitely coming.
Pete,
I no.
Pete, you want to chime in on this?
No, Jimmy. I mean, when we were there was a YouTube influencer that was filming when we were working out. So
right.
I'm on somewhere.
That wasn't a YouTube influencer.
Right.
That was just further
That
personal
was Jimmy's
collection.
personal investigator.
That's,
He wanted to make videos of you working out, Pete.
yeah. I gotta say before
listen,
we
the
yeah go ahead.
slide class to like the HIIT class. That talk about the HIIT class. You
Yeah.
need to go into that deep.
Yeah,
That
so-
was
Can we
intense.
talk about slide boards first?
You want to talk about slide boards
Can we
first?
talk about slide boards? Is
Sure.
that
Let's,
Can
let's
we
talk about slide
slide
boards.
boards?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Proceed.
I mean, listen, all I can say is that Brrrn, with this guy.
No, that was hilarious.
Oh my
Don't
God.
encourage him,
Oh my
Greg.
God.
I have to. I love him.
Don't be
I
rude.
love him.
Can I get a refill on this lukewarm lime green
Hey.
Gatorade?
Hey.
Gatorade drink?
Hey.
Oh,
So
electroplates?
You clearly work out, Greg. You clearly work out.
So here's the thing. Slide boards is what we saw in the video. And I will tell you, they do this amazing slide board class. And what's interesting about slide boards is they're smaller, right?
Yep.
But when you imagine like slide boards, you think of it like as a big capacity. But that workout is nasty. You put the little boots on, you start sliding around, which is challenging all like stabilization training. It's nasty. I mean, Pete, I think you can agree. I mean, it was hard, right?
It was intense. It was a lot of fun. I mean, the music going and everything, it really gets you like in the zone. But yeah, my legs started shaking like a lot. And who was the trainer? Because he was kicking my
Yeah,
ass.
his name's Scott Freeman. He's at FREEM1ST. It's a very easy handle to remember. So free first at it's on Instagram. He's a great.
I don't care.
One
You
of the
don't need
best
to plug
instructor. One of the best instructor. One of the best instructors in New York. I just want to say that he's a
God,
great
but
dude.
isn't it, Pete? He looks like a damn Abercrombie model.
Yeah, that's
That's
Oh
what
my
I hate.
God.
yeah.
Everyone, like
Right.
everyone walking in there, they're all beautiful. It doesn't matter their size; they are all beautiful people. And I'm like, I was like I was a solid 5. I feel like I was a 6 when I was getting really my sweat on.
That's right.
But like, I was in a room of 9s.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
That's
saying,
really nice.
Greg, you and I have to go together.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you guys
Can't be-
together could add
I
up to
can't be
4.
a
Together we're
four.
You guys could get a 4 together.
Yeah, I can't be a 4 alone.
That's gonna look
Oh,
like
you
a-
mean like a
it's gonna
no?
look
I
like
Two
a
and
thought,
two.
with a corgi.
I thought you meant if Danny and I were combined, we'd be like a 9.
No.
No.
Like split that in half and minus a 1. That's where we're at. But I mean,
I'm like a corgi in person form.
Oh my
Like
God.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
working with right now.
Yeah.
Could I say I'm as a fan of fall and winter, I'm loving Jon Snow in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, big fan. You know, winter. We sort of identify with fall versus winter because of our temperatures, but some people think 45 degrees is freezing cold. But like, to your point, you're talking about sweating, and there's this big misperception that like like a hot and sweaty workout is a great workout experience. I was a college wrestler. Pete can attest to this. He wrestled in high school and college. Hot workout just like sort of dump water weight. It's sort of a way to get people to feel like they're doing more than what they really are. And so what we're trying to do is call bullshit on that and say, if you want to optimize your performance and actually burn more calories and acclimate to colder temperatures when they do come, turn the thermostat down. Celebrate heat in the sauna, in a hot bathtub on a beach. Keep it out of the workout space. And we're the first in the world to do that. So I'm really excited about
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
That's amazing.
That's
You
very
have-
cool.
Well, I was gonna say that's one of your lines, though, Jimmy. Is like, don't you talk about? And I really like it because one of the guys said it. Like, you actually earn
Earn your heat.
sweat.
Yeah, earn your heat. Yeah, we say earn your heat in the studio, celebrate it, in the sauna or on a beach. You know what I mean? So
Because your body has to work harder to keep yourself warm.
To stay warm,
Not,
yeah.
not only sweat, but like actually warm yourself
Yeah,
up
totally.
while you're combating the temperature.
absolutely. Yeah,
Because winter is coming.
that's
I mean,
it.
here's one thing I will say that's interesting about the workout though too is that you think you're going to be cold, right? I didn't know what to expect. I mean, you saw earlier in our clip that Ryan Seacrest was all dressed up and
Yeah.
ready to go. But the thing about it is, you get into that workout and it is you do not need a lot of like gloves, clothes.
It feels like a strip club within the first 5 minutes of class, which as you saw the people that are in the class, that could be definitely an incentive to come to the class. You know what I mean? Like it is. You have people of all shapes and sizes under one roof,
Yeah.
really learning something new for because nobody has ever experienced this. So it's really tough, I think, in the fitness space to be a redwood in the forest. And I think that with what we're doing, and it's not to say that to not go anywhere else, but we're saying, whether you treat us like the main course or a side dish, just put us on your plate and have the experience work for itself. Speak for itself.
Well, and I mean, one thing, Jimmy, that I think it's important to talk about, and this is something that Danny, when you actually come to the show, come to the show.
It is a
When
show,
you
yeah.
actually-
50-minute show, baby.
Here at the show, when you actually come to the show known as Brrrn,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you get there, the thing that I love most about your guys' culture is that there's just no pressure. And
Right.
there's a lot of people out there with slogans trying to like get behind the whole like we're not about image thing and like everybody's welcome. But I can honestly tell you, like, everybody feels welcome when we come to your place.
Well,
It's not about a beauty contest.
Right.
I'm going to throw this out there. People will be mad about this, but I mean, look, when 2 years ago you dial in and Equinox has commercials of someone having sex on a pool table, and that's what they're calling as ads. Like, I don't know
have
if you
not
guys
seen
remember
that.
that.
I
Maybe
will
we'll
be
put it
looking
into
it
an
up
episode
later,
for
though.
you. But that's the kind of thing that New York was so up against. It was that image sells.
Yeah,
it's different with you.
Yeah, it's we sort of say and laugh if you will. If you laugh, please laugh because it's intentional. What I'm about to say is we're cool because the thermostat says so. Like we don't think that living better.
It's not bad.
That's
That's not bad.
Hey, look, I used to get paid to write ads.
I know.
Deal with it. Hence my workout's cooler than yours. I mean, look, it's we're trying to call bullshit. We're basically trying to say like, look, it shouldn't be. Thank you so much. Laugh track. Living better should not be a popularity contest.
Yeah.
If you really want to, I think in New York we live in a place that has so many different people, and it makes the city as great as it is. You know what I mean? And so I feel that just because you're a thin influencer and you sort of have abs, if that's what you're going for, then do your thing. But like, I wanted to make sure that hard and soft bodies had a place to sort of come under one roof and to strive to be the heroes of their own story. You know what I mean?
Love it, dude.
Oh, well,
And that was
I love
no
the
joke.
fact that
That
you
was no
stole the
joke.
Joe Rogan thing. That's awesome.
Hey, you got that.
I'll
Thank you
take
so
that
much.
from you.
Yeah, Joe Rogan, baby. That's it. Yeah.
You stole that, but
Yeah,
but as an entrepreneur though, Jimmy, like, and starting this, obviously, like, we've been around you as you were getting this off the ground, but that was the biggest hurdle, was like people coming through, like, why do you want to work out in the cold?
Right.
But you have all of this this stuff backed up by science and everything.
Yeah. We have like a 36-page addendum on our site called the Cold Hard Facts. I mean, we did research. I'm a co-founder with another guy named Johnny Adamick, who was a former public health official for former Michael Bloomberg on his obesity task force.
Love Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny's a great guy. We sort of describe our relationship, as we have a third partner who was also part of this. And, it's like a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air model where Johnny's Carlton, our other partner is Uncle Phil, and depending upon the day, I'm either Vivian or Will Smith. So,
Nice.
so it really
Will
did take a great team. Just like whether you're gaming or whether you're doing anything else, it takes a solid team to really put something together. And we wanted to make sure that if people did call us out, we had something to back it up. So we have the research to back it up.
I wanted one of my fantasy football teams to be too many Urkels on your team. That's why your win's low.
I love it. Cue that, but that sort of that little sting right there. That was good.
That's what we need.
So we don't have that much time left. Before we go to break, so I want to tease again.
Yeah.
Thank you to you. Shout out to you. Mm-hmm. Coming up after the break, we will introduce our next guest.
Yes.
And we have some interesting stuff that we're gonna get to. We may have some
That's right.
head on.
Announce the names of the segment. It'll give the tease. Go for it, Danny.
Can I do it?
Do it.
Can I say it?
Do it.
Can I say it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, do it.
You want
do
me
it
to?
quickly.
I feel like I'm gonna spill it all.
It's gonna be awesome.
We're gonna have Jimmy versus Jimmy.
Let's go.
Bing
Hand me that gun, baby.
One Jimmy or two Jimmys enter, one leaves.
That's not a real gun.
That's
All
not
right,
a real
guys.
gun.
Stay tuned. More popping off after this.
DailyRoto.com. Learn from the game's best DFS players. We don't just give you premier advice, we play every day. All major sports, all year round, we never stop. Industry-leading DFS tools and custom projections. And now, the DailyRoto.com Optimizer. In minutes, build and optimize lineups for cash games and tourneys. Learn from the game's best DFS players. Join DailyRoto.com. It's popping off.
Are you having a down day today?
It's late. I gotta be somewhere.
My place.
Beetle House LA? Is that where you're going?
If people would have listened to me, I made numerous comments about Beetle House LA. I am quite successful there.
You took me to Beetle House LA. I had a great time. You ended up being my date to Beetle House LA. It was a very nice night.
Well, that's awkward.
We slept in beds next to each other, not in the same bed.
Okay.
I did fall asleep very fast all of those nights. That was very odd.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Is it bad that because of the song you were singing over the break, I was really hoping we were going to come back with Eddie Murphy party?
No! Not at all!
That's great.
Not at all!
It was going to be.
I thought it was gonna be too. All right, do the popping off.
Join with us. Welcome into Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. I got totally thrown off by that. Can we
That's
try
all
it?
right.
Join.
All right, take three. Take three.
Take three.
Welcome back into Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, hashtag Tim Pratt,
What's up, population?
50 Shades of Greg,
One more for safety.
all the way from LA is my best friend Pete. And
Yeah.
you know what? New onset, but number one in our hearts.
Number
Yeah.
one.
Jimmy from Montasy Comics,
That beautiful man.
and joining with us, Jimmy Martin.
What's up, everybody?
I'm so excited for this part because this is
Jimmy versus Jimmy?
This is Jimmy versus Jimmy.
Let's go.
Listen, but there is
versus
one rule that we have to this
Two
whole
Jimmys enter, one
segment.
Jimmy leaves.
No. There's one rule. Greg will tell you it.
Don't be rude.
Jigsaw.
Don't be rude, guys. Don't be rude.
That's it.
Jimmy versus Jimmy.
Nice. Love
in
it.
a world.
Right. All right, dude. Well,
we should have Greg give us an entire preview to this. He should just go ahead, just riff it, Greg. Give us In a World.
Yes.
Give us the intro to the Jimmy versus Jimmy battle, please. Off the cuff.
Ready. In a world where two Jimmys battle for one title. Jimmy from Montasy Comics versus Jimmy from Brrrn. And fight. Fight!
I'm not used to things getting heated, so this is gonna be very awkward. It's very
So he's
awkward.
basically Sub-Zero is what I'm hearing.
He's Sub-Zero, baby.
He usually burns people.
You've never,
Hey.
yeah, but you've never taken on Jimmy though. Jimmy from Montasy, he's cold as ice.
Oh.
Cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. Nice, Sean.
I'm so cold. I'm wearing a hoodie.
That's amazing. Well, Jimmy, let's get to it. Welcome back, Jimmy.
Thank you
You're
for
with
having
us
me.
on Tuesday. just want to say thank you so much from all of us. For all, like, the big thing is thank you, like, for bringing the cards in. We appreciate you talking with our host. Do you have a good time talking with Cassius?
No, it was great.
He was great, right?
He was.
I think everybody in the studio
really
can agree.
chill guy,
Cassius
too.
was a
I was
really
telling
cool
Daniel.
guy. Jimmy got to watch the episode on
That was
Tuesday.
awesome. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, Cassius is really good. Great. Thank you so much, Cassius, and to your team, and to Nick, who is part of his team as well. But yeah, we can get into the Jimmy versus Jimmy battle, which is just going to be more general discussion. But if we can, I think what we would do is we would bring up one random topic that Jimmy Comics wants to talk about with Jimmy T. Martin, and we go from there.
Let's do it.
How do we feel about that?
Sounds good.
Cool? All right, so
I'm
when
ready.
you're ready, Jimmy, take it away.
Topic? Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Wait, I thought
Now
we
I'm
were
ready.
going to pose the topic.
No. We're going to let Jimmy pick first one. Then it's Jimmy T. Martin's.
So this Jimmy's going to bring up a topic,
That's
talk
right.
on it, and then that Jimmy's going to have to also counter it?
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. We're going to mesh and feel
I'm just
it.
trying to
yeah.
get the rules
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's going to be
Operate.
foam and beads and
Yeah.
Wait.
Is this Mardi Gras? What's happening now?
I don't
Everybody.
know. It's on
I
the
didn't-
run. It's on the rundown.
Bring
Yeah.
any
Is
beads.
this yeah.
Foam and beads.
Foam?
Do I gotta
right.
show a little?
I don't
Oh,
think
this is my shopping
Wait,
list.
if you go to one of the LA
Sorry.
parties, like
Sorry.
Pete's LA parties are all about this. Remember that episode, guys?
Yeah.
Booger sugar? You talking about booger sugar?
Yeah, that's how
That
Pete
booger
West would
sugar,
go.
baby.
Hey guys,
Westwood.
I don't know if this is the right show that I'm on.
Yeah,
And
you're right.
something
Thank you.
different about this now?
Well,
Like
you know, it
anal
could be.
beads?
Here's the thing.
This is
T,
Wendy.
thanks for-
This is Wendy Williams, right? Wendy Williams live.
That's it.
I knew it. I knew
We're
something
just
was wrong.
filling in
Okay.
for her this
Right.
week. She's not here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I gotta go.
You're at the wrong studio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
we're
so
literally
Jimmy versus
popping
Jimmy,
off.
huh? That's what we're going with, right?
Yeah, Jimmy versus Jimmy. Hey,
do it.
thanks, Pete, chiming in Peanut Gallery. So anyway, moving on.
So Jimmy
Trying
is
to
the
make the best show
returning guest.
possible.
Yeah.
So Jimmy, I guess, gets to pick first topic.
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah,
Jimmy gets the return. He's been our returning favor. You get to pick a topic. Let's go.
All right. I was thinking dress code.
Dress code. Can you elaborate a little bit?
Well, in your gym. Oh, are they?
Oh, yeah.
Coming in.
So first up, clothes. Just so
No nudes.
So no nudes,
sucks.
no nudist.
Well, and Greg's out, I
Yep.
guess.
Sorry, Greg. Sorry, Greg.
Look, Pete Westwood was disappointed with that too because he showed up ready to go.
Yeah, that,
So we sort of tell people to dress like a. So the more that you expose, the more you can read the benefits of cool temperature exposure. So we say dress like you would in a normal in a normal workout facility. People who have sensitivities to cold, whether it's like Raynaud syndrome, which obviously is due to poor circulation in your extremities. Take added precaution. You might wear gloves, wear a beanie. But within as these guys can attest, the first few minutes of exercise, your body warms up significantly. So
so you're saying that like the less is better?
less is more. Yeah,
Or
Yeah.
with Pete, you wear a beanie and it's 90 degrees.
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah,
Don't get me started. Pete Westwood, he doesn't have a beanie on tonight.
'Cause
Probably
you
'cause he
yelled
has his
at him.
headset
LA
on.
casual.
You yelled at him
I did
last
yell.
week to not wear a beanie.
Yeah, I actually take the notes from this show. I don't know if you guys know that or anything, but like I do
You
listen.
couldn't tell.
And he said no hat. So like, yeah, okay. Listen, I'm just spending some time in LA jumping on Skype trying to help out, trying to listen, trying to be part of it.
Stop it now. We love you and you know it. You stop milking for compliments, Pete.
Don't do that hand gesture ever again.
Listen, I grew up on a farm in
Don't
Montana.
ever. I could
and we had
tell
a
it was
Guernsey
so
cow named
anatomically
Rosie,
correct.
And we had to milk her every morning at 6 o'clock. What's wrong with that?
right. I don't know.
Listen, man, that's a real thing.
Is
It's
it
a real
cold
thing.
outside when you were milking?
Yeah, it was. It was.
It
Bring
was,
it full circle.
it was
sweet crap on the farm?
utterly terrible.
It was
Don't.
utterly terrible.
Utterly.
Don't.
It was utterly terrible. That's amazing. All right, so Jimmy,
totally intended.
Jimmy, are you satisfied with that answer? You ready for Jimmy T. Martin's
Absolutely,
comeback?
yeah.
Great.
Jimmy T.
Brunch, yes or no?
Ooh.
Great question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great answer.
I actually think every day of the week.
Every day of the week
Are
brunch.
you restricted to Sunday?
Wow.
Saturday and Sunday.
Every day? Why every day though?
Because let's say you wake up and it's 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Once you're ready
Well,
and you go out, it's almost brunch.
I like it.
can I?
Yeah.
I'm not a business owner. I don't have the ability to wake up at 11 o'clock, like let's say on a Wednesday or a
Right.
Thursday maybe,
Yeah.
to just wake up at 11 o'clock for brunch.
Yeah.
I have my job.
Yeah.
All right.
It's an opportunity for everybody, right? If you think about it,
Laughing with you, not at you. Yeah, with you.
you could be off Monday or Tuesday. Right? So why should you be restricted to just having breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
I like it.
Yeah.
So
Now, do you add the alcoholic beverage, the Bloody Marys or the mimosas during the week? If you are pitching this as a weekly thing instead of just one day, do you incorporate?
Oh, I would.
Oh, there you
So-
go. Lean in,
Jimmy's
baby.
just getting
If you want to
sauce.
go brunch,
Or
all the way.
brunch.
Getting sauce.
I like
Monday,
Jimmy's
Friday
style.
through
I
Sunday.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Right? Greg, what do you think?
What are we talking about?
We're talking.
I wasn't paying attention.
He's-
I wasn't paying attention
He's
over here. I
lying,
don't,
everyone.
Of course
Brunch.
I was.
What do you think?
Brunch. I love brunch.
Yeah.
I also like breakfast and lunch.
Yeah.
So
Separate.
Yeah.
So you want to keep them separate. You don't want to.
I want all three.
Yeah.
So you want all four, is what you're saying. You want 4 meals a day. You want breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's like hobbits. That's like.
Then you get second breakfast.
Second
What about
breakfast.
second breakfast?
Yes. He knows. Pete knows in LA.
He knows.
Pete, what do you think about that? What do you think about brunch?
Where I'm going with the alcohol thing. Anytime I'm in a meeting, a lunch is normal, breakfast is normal, but anytime I hear brunch, that usually means it's business, and I got to order a drink.
There you go.
Nice.
Nice. Funny business. It's all about the funny business.
All right. So
Professional.
we're 1-1, right?
Okay.
We're going to go back to Jimmy. But now what we're going to do is we're going to incorporate. How about we incorporate this into some Netflix and spill?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Netflix and
Ooh.
spill.
We just killed the mermaid. Deadpool.
Mermaid pool
No,
fell
it's
over.
dead.
Nate, you got to do this.
Dead. Jimmy. Netflix
gonna-
and spill question.
I'm going to ask the question this time.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh,
I'm going to
okay.
present the topic.
Okay.
Ooh, there you go.
Netflix and spill.
Okay. I like this.
All right. Deadpool season 3. Your thoughts?
Deadpool?
Or, sorry.
Daredevil.
Daredevil season 3.
Oh,
It
no,
was
this
the
again.
mermaid pool. He fell over. It got in my head.
No more questions for Danny.
Had one job.
Oh my
I had
god.
too much brunch. Shut up.
I had too much brunch.
Oh my god.
Well played, Danny.
Hashtag too much brunch.
Right? I've had too much.
Oh, what we say? We say brunch if you have it after. There you go.
I like
Nice.
it.
Where's that? Where's that sting? Give me that sting, baby. Give me that sting.
Daredevil season 3.
Here we go.
That's
There
what I'm
it
talking
was.
about.
Opening thoughts?
Have not seen it at all.
Me neither.
Is there a reason?
I was watching Sabrina the Chilling
Chilling Tales.
Yeah,
Adventures
you
of the.
were.
I'm sorry.
I was.
I know.
just finished the
I'm
whole
You
season.
just earned way more points than the question I asked.
Yeah, I did. But listen, I mean, Jimmy T. Martin, have
Don't
you seen?
put your influence on him.
No, I'm going
Start
to.
with
No,
Daredevil
just
or
ask.
Sabrina.
Okay. Have you watched Sabrina the Teenage Witch on Netflix?
I have my
Chilling Adventures of
my
Sabrina.
girlfriend has, but I'm just a big fan of The Office, man. I watch The Office before I go to bed. Steve Carell, a little Michael Scott.
I
I know
watched
I'm switching things up a little bit.
Greg,
All right.
Greg, you have an opinion on this? What do you think?
Oh, on Sabrina?
Yeah.
Don't you do it.
All right.
Don't do it.
So
Don't do it.
here's the thing about Sabrina.
Don't do
Yeah.
it.
It's like a CW show,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
which is poppycock. Right? I
Yep.
mean, that's some real
I'm
that's some
offended.
real
My feelings
ballyhoo.
hurt.
Yeah.
But then it got into like the whole like the demon behind the door that into the Salem, the cat.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
Yeah.
I thought the CGI was cool with the scarecrow.
There's
and all
cool
of that.
elements, is
There
what I was
are.
trying
It
to
just
say.
does not trump 15-year-olds making out
I
because
do-
that makes you perverted and gross.
Yeah,
Thank
that's a little
you.
weird.
And why are we grown people watching
Thank
this?
you. See, there's my issue. If I can just make my stand laugh track on that. Interesting, Sean.
I love that.
So
That was bad timing. My
oh,
bad.
waving to
taking
fans.
pictures. That
Hello. No, that wasn't for me. That was for Danny. Wow, I feel like a loser. Anyway,
You are.
So here, that's such a good crowd. This is what happens when you have all dudes at the table. Corey,
right.
we need you back. Anyway, so here's the thing. I agree with you, Greg. The point that I'm trying to make is that when you have 15-year-olds and like 13 and 14-year-olds, right, and we're watching them make out and they're making adult decisions, and like I just have a real problem with like I know more than the adults and the adults
Yep.
are always stupid, and it's just to me there's so much of that cliche crap already out there. Where it's like the adults always know less than the kids and they should always know better. And then they're always apologizing to the kids. And then it just becomes this whole thing. You know what I mean? And and look, Corey Bear and I talked about this, but watching, and to support you, Greg, watching 15-year-olds make out and like, it's, yeah,
You know,
they're kids.
now that you guys put it all this way, I feel kind of creepy now.
Yeah.
See?
You should.
But
You should.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. That wasn't my intent.
But I actually didn't see many or makeout sessions.
How much have you watched?
They
I
didn't
watched
have
everything about.
Yeah, you
10
watched the
hours
whole
ago.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole
They
season.
didn't
You're
have
fine.
like that wasn't like the purpose of that.
Yeah. Well, listen, but I know it wasn't the purpose, but the problem is that they're trying to make 15-year-olds out to be adults. And I understand we're covering an adult content, but if you're going to do that, there was no reason to cast her as 15. Put her as 16, 17, turning on 18,
I
young
agree with
adults.
that.
Yeah,
I
even-
agree, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Right?
But-
I mean,
Yeah.
that could have solved it.
You are 16 going on 17.
Oh, nice.
But I am looking here. Here's the thing. I'm looking forward to the other seasons of it because I'm here.
Yeah.
With Netflix and the way that they release things, I'm more into, I guess, giving them a, you know what, I'll give you, like, let's see what the second season brings. Sure. Because they just release everything. They just dump it on you. And you're just like,
Totally. Look,
you can watch it for 10 hours or 8 hours or whatever it is. But in the past, we're still coming from the past where, like, you had to every week watch the show and it had to build and you had to say, like, oh, I really like that first episode. I'll give it a second episode and stuff like that. But now, because they dump everything on you in once, it's a little bit harder for them to really give you a.
I felt that too, Danny.
It's a little bit harder for them
Let's
to
go
give you
party.
that satisfaction right away. So I'm willing to give them a second season.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. More popping off after this.
Yeah, I want to weigh in on this.
From the NFL to the NBA, DailyRoto.com is the place to win millions in daily fantasy. You can get the best DFS NFL coverage all season long for a price of $129.99 or dominate the entire daily fantasy sports realm with the Elite Package at $59.99 per month. If you use the promo code FNTSY, you get 10% off your Daily Roto package. Go to DailyRoto.com, pick your NFL or Elite Package, enter promo code FNTSY, and you'll be on your way to becoming the next Daily Roto millionaire. It's Poppin' Off.
If you could go back to your childhood and stash away one toy, what would that one toy be?
Dreamcast. I grew up in the country sticks, and so like I didn't have cool internet access. So Dreamcast was supposed to be this high tech coming in, and then like you had like a little screen on it that you could play it. I would like to be able to actually get into that.
I loved the Dreamcast.
Didn't the PlayStation 2 kill the Dreamcast?
Every system killed the Dreamcast.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
I am Danny Otto. Joining with me is hashtag Tim Pratt.
What's up, population?
50 Shades of Greg.
What's up?
All the way from LA, we got my best friend Pete. And we've got Jimmy Squared joining with us in studio.
Still not popping up, guys. Still not popping. No, it's broken.
It's broken.
It's a broken track.
Joining during the commercial break, we were kind of talking a little bit more, and I just want to round this out.
Yeah.
Before,
Okay.
I want to go on record to what I said. I will compare it to Sabrina to Disenchantment.
Okay.
Which was a cartoon series made by the makers of Futurama and The Simpsons.
Yes.
Groening. Yeah. Matt
Yeah,
Groening.
Matt Groening. But what I will say is I feel like, and Netflix really hasn't ruined the way that we follow series or get into series, but they've given us a different way of getting into series.
Yeah.
And I feel like in certain cases that hurts it. In other cases, it helps it. Like I feel like the Marvel series, how they release everything, you can span like you can just watch all of them at one point, or you can kind of break pieces off and watch it in 3 episodes at a time, chunks and stuff like that. But because Netflix just delivers everything to you, there's got to be a way. They have to kind of go into a different way of thinking of how they develop series.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like they haven't gotten there yet, and it's the same. It's the same gripe I had about Disenchantment.
Yeah.
Where
True.
I wanted to like it, and same with Sabrina. I wanted to like it, and I liked it a little bit. I liked it enough that I'm gonna say, you know what, I'm going to watch season 2.
Yeah.
Disenchantment?
No.
Disenchantment and Sabrina.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, if it was on a network and we were watching it week to week, it would have been a little bit different. I feel like
It would have been better. Yes,
Right.
I
Where
agree
we
with
could
you.
build towards things, and we're waiting for
True.
another week, and we're waiting for this, and they can kind of more build onto the story over time, type of thing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm kind of saying is we kind of have to, and I think it's a Netflix thing. They have to figure this out.
Yeah.
How series need to develop a little bit differently.
Look, and it's a great point you bring up, Danny. I mean, it's something, Greg, we've talked about this too, and Terrell up in the booth. Love you, buddy. I mean, with our company, with TGT Productions, something that we're also always looking at, right, is that when we have new series and new development, if we're going to watch something that's going to be binge watched, it better be really good material. And you don't have that week by week play. You don't have that time. So I agree with you. Part of the market and how it's being different for, you know, creators and project makers and filmmakers, and that's what I want to segue into our next segment, which is talking small business between you two, is that you have to think outside the box.
Right.
And one thing that you have to do is you make sure your content is good and that it's slow. I mean, it can't be in between. It's got to be there. Because if people are going to binge watch it, they better like it. And it is hard. It makes the job more difficult.
Right.
I will agree with you. But here's my last rebuttal against that before we move on to business versus business. I mean, they've already done it with other series. I mean, you look at something like Stranger Things, every episode is great.
Right.
I mean, Netflix has shows that are great every single episode. I don't think we need to make excuses for that anymore.
Let's just quickly say that all it's done is it's changed the way that pilots are written.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's
all.
absolutely right.
You can't just write a traditional pilot anymore.
Right.
Because
Right.
the whole season's going to drop.
Yeah.
So it's
Exactly.
more like writing a movie,
Yeah.
right?
Which
So
is
that
why the
changes
episodes
everything.
are more like an
anyway.
hour each and
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
It's
almost like-
changed everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost like
Yeah.
you have to go to a shock value
Yeah.
per episode.
Yep.
It's not even like you can build to something where there's a cliffhanger from episode 1 to episode 3 or something like that. You have to, every single episode has to be shock.
But
Yeah.
do you have to be though? I mean, I look at it as if you're watching something and you're just enjoying a few episodes. It's almost like, do you really have to, binge straight through, or could you say, hey, this show is sort of enjoyable. I don't have to. I like following it. I'll
Right.
watch a couple of shows a day because I may be busy or I may have other things or I have other shows I'm all trying to watch at the same time,
Right.
so that I could take my time and sort of like enjoy it as opposed to I got to finish it.
Yeah,
I
that's
think-
how normal people do things.
I think Netflix knows because they release things. They release these new seasons on like Fridays. I think they know that most people are gonna like.
I gotta be honest with you. I
binge
think they need to switch it up and just piss people off and just like go back to the traditional model, because I think it's ruined the way that we interact with one another. I think that like we are like delayed gratification is a good thing.
I
Like,
love this.
Yeah,
People need to just slow the fuck down
I
and
love
just
this.
like
We
stop being so
can't think
hypercritical. Hey, you want a better show? Write a better show, Derek.
Yeah.
Okay, Derek, random guy named Derek. Okay,
yeah.
like
that sounds like hatred.
you know what I mean?
Hulu
That
does
sounds like truth.
now.
Hulu does it. Yeah,
Right.
totally.
Hulu will do a
I
week
wanna
to
see
week show.
Derek.
Change
They
it
still
up.
do that.
Yeah.
Derek.
I know Derek.
You
I
know,
know Derek.
Yeah.
he's
do
got
you know
the
Derek?
frosted tips. He's got a nose ring that connects to his earring.
2018
Yep.
Frosted Tips.
Yeah, he's in love with he's still in that boy band era, man. He's still rocking that no strings attached NSYNC stuff, man.
Well, listen, you
I
know
had
what?
a feeling
Speaking
that
of
we would
boy
know.
bands, my buddy sitting to my left one time started a boy band in high school.
That's right.
And
NSYNC.
I'm going to let him. It was an NSYNC cover band.
Was it called First
And
Direction?
Wait a minute.
Enter here, it
I'm
was
going to
just
ask
called.
you questions, Jimmy. How many? There were how many members of the band?
There was 5 members of our NSYNC cover boy band.
And there was 5 members. And what were their nationalities?
Okay, so let me just say our name was Diversity, but we were
Excellent.
5. We were 5 white gentlemen.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
I can't.
That's perfect. Was diversity spelt?
Was it what?
Was diversity spelt in a diverse way?
No, it was. I think it was in all caps, so like people can really see that we're desperate for
So you were
attention.
screaming.
Yelling at
Diversity.
it.
We were
People can really
screaming.
read it.
I think the best part about
Yeah.
the best part about being in a boy band was just seeing the disappointment on my father's face while I was filming
Shout
me
out
and my
to-
friend.
Shout out to
Shout
Mr.
out
Martin.
Papa Martin.
Papa Martin.
Yeah.
And don't forget Mama Martin.
Mama
She's a-
Martin.
She's a saint.
Yeah,
too.
she's
I
the
love
best.
that
But this is why I don't have kids, because they might end up in a stupid boy band.
That's
That's
right.
Yeah.
the reason why.
Or
Yeah.
they might
That's
have
the
a
reason.
stupid boy band and then starting a gym and talking about it.
You know
on
what's
a
funny?
talk
One,
show.
I'd be proud of that.
One time
though.
I actually
Jimmy,
put.
if you were my son, I'd be proud of you.
I'd be proud of you too.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Don't laugh at that. That's a sweet moment. What's
wrong with you?
Sorry,
Sean?
Jimmy. What were you saying?
I
buddy?
said once I actually so I was cutting weight for wrestling. This all goes back to like to the idea of sweating and using sweat as a measure for athletic for bettering athletic performance. I had to lose weight and I put a rubber suit on and I was gonna run outside to lose weight and my dad was like, hey, let's work, you got to work out, you got to cut weight in an hour time. I had to lose a few pounds in an hour's time. And instead of going for a run, I'd put on the No Strings Attached album from NSYNC and danced for 45 minutes and lost like 3.5 pounds.
Oh, dancing to the oldies, baby.
That's it, baby.
Richard Simmons knew.
Love you, Dad. Love you, Dad.
Oh,
If you need to make weight, you have to dance to No Strings Attached.
No Strings Attached. That's it.
That's
be
the
free.
key.
That
We
is
just
the key.
discovered
It's free.
from him.
Yeah.
So do we want to get?
Yes,
we should
yes,
get into
yes.
this.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
So we have 2 business owners in our studio.
Yeah.
So I have to ask then, what do you have as far as pointers in getting into running a small business or having a small business type of thing, and starting? I mean, you guys have both started, right?
Well, Jimmy's been around for a while. How many years, Jimmy?
Oh, Mohan. The one in the city is about 7 plus years.
That's amazing.
Okay.
You made it.
Yeah, right. And Jimmy,
Yeah, certainly, a round of applause. I mean, that is
Oh,
I
well,
mean,
we
that's a
love
long
Jimmy.
time.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Jimmy, you're at a few years. So why don't Jimmy you start, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I get to start. Thank you. Well. No.
Oh, that hurt. Oh, God, I just felt that. I felt that in the other room.
No. But, I mean, I think especially nowadays, and especially if you're talking about retail, I think I feel that actually a lot is the experience. And I think Jimmy can attest to that too, because it's the experience that people would have. Therefore, it gets them to come back, right? It's the same as even if we're talking about Netflix, watching a movie, watching a show, and all that and so forth. Yes, nowadays you could buy stuff online. You could go anywhere to work out, in theory, right? But why would they want to come back to you
Right.
over and over again? And I
Great
really
point.
look at it as providing an experience where they could come, they could talk to you, or if we have games and all that and so forth and going on, where they're there and they can meet other people. So it's the overall experience that they have.
And I will attest to this because you can attest to the Brrrn stuff.
Yeah.
I will attest to this. I've gone on record to say Jimmy's shop is very welcoming, very inviting. When I visited,
Can't wait.
I thought it was great.
You're welcome
I
to
felt
come.
really comfortable there. I ended up I went in I just stopped in. I ended up spending almost 2 hours there, just kind of hanging out type of thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
But see, okay, Jimmy, because I'm excited to come see you.
Yeah. I mean, I completely, I can attest to what Jimmy had said. In terms of starting a business, I mean, look, a lot of people talk a lot of game and never follow through. I think if you have a passion that keeps you up at night, answer that call, because a lot of people say they're going to do something and they never follow through. And the biggest thing about why we're successful is that we found the right team of people that we trust from diverse backgrounds, and being able to let go of something that is your baby and share it with other people. I think that's really hard for people who conceive of something. They're afraid to sharing that responsibility to make a dream a reality. So I would say to people, take the plunge. No risk, no reward, and lean into uncomfortable times, because there's something beautiful on the other side of discomfort.
That's amazing. And before we go to commercial break, because we're almost there, really quickly, in just 2 seconds, one tip you could give to people. What is one quick thing that you could say to anybody who wants to start a business in New York City? Go.
Know what you want to do.
Know what you want to do.
Get sleep, because you're going to be up all night trying to make this thing a reality.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, guys. More popping off after this. We have so much to just wrap up this episode and everything like that. Stay tuned. More popping off.
The Fantasy Sports Radio Network is the only place to go for 24/7 fantasy sports advice. Once you download the FNTSY Sports Radio app, you'll get the most accurate experts and most entertaining programming in the fantasy sports world. Listen to great shows like Fantasy Football Frenzy.
There you go right there, Goon Squad.
Game Time Decisions.
Good teams win, great teams cover.
Fantasy Freestyle.
You know what it is.
And plenty more. Boom! Download the FNTSY Sports Radio app on your iPhone and Android devices now and take the best fantasy sports talk wherever life leads you. It's Poppin' Off.
Have you watched Haunting of Hill House yet?
No. I have to be in a situation where I can't be bothered.
How are we going to start watching Game of Thrones?
Because I've already seen it.
I still haven't started watching Game of Thrones.
He said I have to go over to their house.
First of all, both of you are grown men. You can start watching a series without each other.
I told you the only reason I haven't watched it is because I don't want to watch it alone. I want to watch it with people to talk about.
Okay.
And I told you that I'm tired of being alone, and I will just take whatever I can get.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Oh, I got a live one here.
Yep. Yeah.
Somebody scream.
Welcome back into Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, we got hashtag Tim Pratt.
What's up, population?
Hashtag 50 Shades of Greg.
Hey.
All the way in LA is my best friend Pete. Joining with us, it's Jimmy Squared.
Jimmy Squared.
What
All right, so we don't have a lot of time, so I wanted to set up rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Let's do
Rapid
it.
fire worked great on Tuesday.
It really did.
So I wanna get into it with this. So kicking us off, hashtag Tim Pratt. Why don't
Yes.
you kick us off, rapid
Jimmy
fire?
T. Martin.
Yo.
If you have one regret in the last month, what would it be?
Ooh.
Rapid fire. Answer quick.
Trust my gut. Trust my gut.
Ooh,
You
good one.
regret trusting your gut?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I regret. I'm sorry. Regret not. Thank you. Thank you, Gatorade. Not regret not trusting my gut.
Okay. Not trusting your gut.
Yeah.
Good one. Greg?
Oh, goodness. I'm glad he didn't say sleeping with me. But my question would be, Jimmy, are you single?
No, I'm in a relationship.
What's her name?
Yeah, her name is Rachel.
And I love her.
She's the best.
Rachel.
I
is
do
amazing.
love her.
Thank you.
I feel like
That's
that
kind
was
of
a
why I
safe
brought it up.
question.
I kind of wanted to give a shout out to Rach. I spent the night with them the other night.
That's
it
right.
was so fun.
It was
She's
great.
amazing.
She's
Anyways,
good people.
moving on.
He's good
Moving
when you
on.
put it. Yeah, he's good when you put it in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love
Can
her.
I get Pete all the way in LA? Question for Jimmy
What am
Martin.
Yep.
Adam Sandler, Mel Brooks, Will Ferrell, and Steve Carell. One of them have to go with all their movies. Who is it?
One has to go with all their movies. What do you mean? Like they have to die? Like
Yeah, what's happening?
Yep, and they lose everything. You never see a movie from them again.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Ooh,
Future Pete.
God.
Good one.
Well, I think Mel Brooks has kind of reached like I think he's done everything he could. So let's just get him out of that. I think there's a lot more for everybody
a good
else.
answer.
You know, I love Mel.
I think
He's,
it's a terrible answer, but okay.
let's get rid of the old guy. No, he's the best. Yeah,
Nice.
there's a lot.
Spaceballs.
Yeah,
As a comedy guy, the fact that you said that.
I know. I went.
This question. I'm done. No.
Isn't comedy like the ball rolling off the table, the unexpected? So there you go. I gave you the unexpected, bro.
Oh.
Drink your pee Gatorade again. Whatever.
my pee Dialite.
Jimmy C, one question
All right,
for
Jimmy C.
Yo.
Jimmy M.
Jimmy,
Yo.
brunch before burn or after burn?
Oh, afterburn, baby. Hashtag afterburn. You gotta get that brunch on after you get that crunch on. Let's go. Let's go.
I like that.
like
All right,
Disgusting.
That's good.
I'm gonna
You're
ask my question.
disgusting.
Once again, it's gonna have nothing to do with
Oh, it's okay. Go.
anybody else's question. Favorite dinosaur and why?
T-Rex because it's got I just the little arms thing just like it's so cool.
It's great.
It just can he
has
or
a
she can never scratch its back.
Yeah. How was that funny?
I just laugh at
Because it's like the most dangerous thing
Yeah.
on
It
the
really
planet.
is.
you can tell like the dinosaur is compensating for its short arms. It's just really funny.
All right, one more time. We gotta go back. We gotta go around the circle for Jimmy C.
Jimmy C. Yeah.
Right.
One
Rapid
question.
fire. Yep.
Should we take it? Greg, you started off.
Have you ever been with a man?
Oh, all the time. Look at all of you guys.
Great.
Jimmy C.
Great answer.
I enjoyed
Nice.
every minute of it.
Nice. Go to Pete.
I do too.
Pete in LA. Jimmy C.
All right, Jimmy C.
Hey, B.
Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Spider-Man. One of them have to go, and they lose everything. Who you picking?
One of them would have to go. Iron Man.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like he's been around for way too long.
Oh,
Love it.
wow.
I mean,
Robert
interesting
Downey's
answer.
going down.
Hashtag Tim Pratt.
Wow. Jimmy, do you buzz and shave your hair?
Yes, I actually. Oh, I don't shave. I buzz.
You buzz.
You buzz.
Buzz, no shave.
If I shave my hair, then there will be a lot of marks over my head.
Okay.
All right,
I
Jimmy
know
M.
already.
It looks good, bud.
Thank you.
Yeah, since we're on the topic of food, favorite cereal growing up and why?
Great
Ooh,
question.
good question.
Great question.
Thank you.
Rapid fire.
Tony the Tiger.
Yeah, Frosted Flakes, baby.
Lucky Charms. Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna go to round this all out. One superpower. What would it be?
Ooh, good one.
Invisibility.
Oh.
wow.
I like it. Is there a reason why?
Oh, you could do a lot of things with it.
Oh yeah, you
Nothing
can.
mischievous.
Espionage.
Ooh,
if you
like
need
it.
some money.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it.
All right. So we have to do this. I'll say this one more time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tease for next week.
Tease for next week.
All right. So next week, guys, we have so much to get to. I
know.
can't believe
You got to do this fast.
We do. So we have a potentially famous cut man
He is famous.
joining with us in studio who may or may not be in New York City for a movie premiere. And why don't you give your tease also?
Oh, so following with that episode, next Thursday, guys, make sure and tune in. It's going to be a new segment that we're introducing. It's really cool. So out there to the population, make sure to tune in. It's going to be Cross Country Comics. We're going to be tuning in with my very good friend Ethan G. Clonch, who is an amazing graphic novelist. I can't wait for you to see some of his artwork will be featured. So tune in for Cross Country Comics with Ethan G. Clonch.
All right, guys, have a great weekend. Thank
Thanks,
you so
Jimmy.
much for joining us
Thank
tonight.
you, Jimmy T. Martin.
Jimmy Squared, thank you so much. See you guys next Tuesday night, 9 p.m.